trampoline in the damn air. Get the trampoline.
Terrifying twisters.
Right now, we're going to show you what can happen and what did happen.
It barely missed us.
You can see here some of the damage that we're seeing right now.
I called my wife instantly, and I said, take cover now.
I mean, we could feel everything shaking.
So people are being urged to get out of this area if they can.
NBC 15 News at 10 starts now. Several tornadoes ripped through Mobile County this afternoon. Right now at 10, recovery efforts are underway. Look at this video sent to us by viewers. Funnel clouds, damaged homes, even a flying trampoline. We saw it all today. Tonight, our team of reporters is all over West Mobile. But first, let's hand it over to NBC 15 meteorologist Kelly Foster, who has been on top of this dangerous system all day. Kelly, are we in the clear tonight?
Well, for now, Kim, we continue to have a tornado watch for Washington and Clark County all the way until 11 o'clock tonight. We're not tracking any tornado warnings like we did all afternoon, but right now we are tracking a severe thunderstorm warning on the extreme northern fringes of Clark County. This is to the north of Center Point. We're seeing this near Johnson's Road, and this storm's lifting north out of Clark County. We're going to see it move near Smyrna, currently the leading edge. Failtown in 5 minutes. Woods Bluff in about 6, Morven in 14, Putnam in 18, and Alaska in about 20 minutes if it holds together. And we're also under a flash flood warning till about 1:45 in Washington County near the Chatham area, right along County Road 19. It is raining heavy at about 2 inches per hour. And then we're also looking at another flash flood warning in between Perry County and Greene County, Mississippi, near Beaumont and McLean. Heavy downpours there. And here's a look at some of the storm reports damage. We had marine warnings issued where we had winds gusting up to about 40 to 50 knots. And here's a look at some of those twisters that we saw touch down over towards the Seven Hills area and near Lott Road, as well as Sims. We're going to talk more about what's in store as we head into your Saturday, as we're going to track a level 1 threat of severe weather. We'll do just that later in the show.
Continuing our team coverage tonight, NBC 15's Cassie Fambro is along Lott Road tonight in Sims. Cassie, folks at one mobile home park there are being urged to leave if they can.
And Kim, they did so for the most part after some of those items on the ground made it very unsafe, as well as live wires. But just within the last 10 minutes, we have good news. Alabama Power was able to turn the lights back on here everywhere they could. One by one, people formed a human chain to get everything they could out of one of the damaged trailers. This one with the roof peeled off by the storm. A travel trailer was flipped on its top. Nothing much left to salvage. Other trailers became targets for trees, turned weapons. Many grateful, none were injured.
He opened up the back door and just saw the wind and said, get the kids, get in the tub, and next thing we know, it went right over us.
Residents say it sounded like a rumble, then it was on top of them. It hit some of the homes, skipping others just feet away. One woman told us she's in disbelief.
And when it came through hard, but it missed us. We was all looking out the window. I have my brothers and sisters and my baby in there, and then it just stopped. So we walked outside, and then all that happened. Yeah.
When the fierce wind passed, the neighborhood rallied together as the park was evacuated, trying to do as much as they could before the rain came back. Now, daylight will really tell us what the damage is out here as the owners of this trailer park evaluate what they have to do to let everybody back in. For now, live in Sims, Cassie Fambro, NBC 15 News.
Cassie, thank you. Handing it over now to my co-anchor, Greg Peterson. He is near the Richmond neighborhood in West Mobile. Greg, that area was hit pretty hard.
Yeah, it was, and some of the witnesses tell us that it kind of hopscotched this one tornado from one area to another to another. Some people with a lot of damage to their homes, but right next door, very little. Take a look at this. This is a 15-year-old maple tree. The man who lives here planted it, and it's not going to make Sweet 16, unfortunately. You can see this collection of things that we've brought together. This is what was flying through the air earlier today. Big chunks of metal and road signs and all sorts of things, including these pieces of fence. There's so many of them in this neighborhood. It truly is amazing that no one was injured here tonight. Lucky and thankful. That's how most describe what they experienced here this afternoon.
It was quite frightening. It happened so quickly. The proverbial train sound. When I heard that, I looked out, and then suddenly lights flashed, and projectiles came through the roof.
Neighbors here in the Richmond subdivision amazed with all this damage, all these flying projectiles, no one was hurt. Now, the big culprit here in the Richmond subdivision were these trampolines. Several people witnessed them just spinning in the air, and you can see what happened to that. And the pieces of these trampolines are being found everywhere. Here's one right here that's up in the woods. We've found pieces of these trampolines just absolutely spearing into these roofs around here in the Richmond subdivision. The most ironic story here, the meteorologist with the National Weather Service who actually issued this tornado warning was directly affected just moments later.
Yes, I was on radar, and we saw this storm starting to develop in southern portion of Mobile County. And it was coming together very quickly, what we call a quickly spinning up. And I issued a tornado warning on it, and then I called my wife instantly, and I said, take cover now, and I hung up. And thank goodness they did, because it was just minutes.
Thank goodness they did. Wife, everybody in this neighborhood safe. Talked to a bunch of first responders. They say really no injuries reported. A lot of damage done. Tonight, plunged into darkness. This neighborhood completely dark. We understand there's a few tornado parties being had at the houses that have generators on this Friday evening. Kim?
All right, well, thankfully no one was hurt and they're able to throw a party. Greg, thank you. And we saw heavy damage near the Saddlebrook Drive area this afternoon as well. NBC 15's Muriel Bailey is there tonight. Muriel, how are people there faring right now?
Well, Kim, right now people here are in the dark, and this road here on Johnson Road has been closed for hours now, and power crews are still working to restore power out here for those residents. We were able to walk up a little closer earlier, and there was a large power pole leaning almost in the roadway, as well as some power lines down as well. In the midst of downed trees and power lines, people who live in O'Neill Place off Johnson Road are assessing the damage to their homes tonight.
It came through quick. It was violent.
Randy Smith says he was inside when he believes a tornado swept through.
Alarm went off on the phone about a tornado, possible tornado in our area, and I hollered for my mother-in-law and son to get in the closet, and as soon as they did, the tornado hit.
He says he walked out and saw the rubble.
Windows blown out, fence gone, big hole in the roof.
A few blocks over in the Saddlebrook area, trampolines on rooftops and damaged fences.
It sounded like a train almost.
Darian Henderson says he was home when it happened.
First I heard a lot of wind, and then I heard a loud bang. The door was about to push open on me, so I had to wait a little bit, and once the wind died down, I was able to open the door.
Neighbors say they ran for cover.
And I was like, boys, closet now. We went running, and we were in there for a few minutes, and then within 3 minutes we could feel the vibration. I mean, we could feel everything shaking.
For many in the area, they'll have to pick up the pieces, but they say they're counting their blessings.
Well, it's devastating, but again, I come back to the fact that everybody was safe. Everything here can be fixed, and it could have been a lot worse.
And Kim, something I've noticed here tonight, just walking around the community earlier today, everyone, all the neighbors, they are just stepping up and helping one another out. Even if their home didn't get any damage, they are helping their neighbors tarp their roofs. They're helping them clean up debris as well here tonight. Reporting live in Mobile, Muriel Bailey, NBC 15 News.
Being very neighborly. All right, Muriel, thank you. Now, these horrific tornadoes are causing a lot of folks to sit in the dark tonight. As of 10 o'clock, Alabama Power Mobile says there are 2,500 people still without power. Most outages are in the West Mobile, Saraland, and Sims areas. Crews are working to restore service right now. Well, tonight, Mobile police are warning drivers to stay away from several areas in West Mobile. Road closures are in place due to downed power lines at McFarland Road, Johnson Road South, and Bloomington Drive. Now, the good news is police are not reporting any injuries tonight. We will let you know when these roads reopen. Today was a code red weather day at NBC 15 News. That is our exclusive way of letting you know when disruptive weather is on the way or in our area. To keep your family safe, be sure to download our NBC 15 weather app. It is easy to use, free in the Google Play and App stores.